Founders may call it beer, but the company's new partner calls it cerveza.
The West Michigan craft beer giant announcing today that it is selling a portion of its business to Spanish brewer Mau San Miguel. 24-Hour News 8 Steve Kelso's live with What's Brewing. Steve?
Brian, the CEO here at Founders, Mark Stevens, says from a Grand Rapids perspective, you'll probably never notice anything different. The partnership, he says, allows Founders an entry into a European market that is thirsty for American craft beer.
Founders remains Founders.
That statement was Founders CEO Mike Stevens' mantra today as he explained the partnership with Spain's leading family-owned brewery, Mau San Miguel.
Mau has purchased a 30% minority stake. Founders remains Founders. It's no different than it was yesterday, that it was 10 years ago, that it will be tomorrow.
That fact was important to Founders. The Grand Rapids beer maker has become one of the top 30 largest craft brewers in the U.S. since opening in 1997. Stevens says the move will allow Founders a bigger foothold in Europe through Mau's established distribution pipelines, and the values of the two companies are consistent.
I mean, these are people that have run their brewery now for 125 years. They know what a multi-generational brewery looks like.
Founders will not disclose what the Spanish brewer paid for the partnership privilege, and Mike Stevens discounts the rumors that other buyers like Miller Coors are knocking on the door. Instead, he reiterates, Founders remains Founders.
We're going to continue to grow right here locally and keep producing the beers that we need to produce to service the demand, and that demand will now be both domestic and international.
Stevens also said today that the planned expansion here had absolutely nothing to do with the sale of that portion of Founders. He says that continues as planned because, after all, Founders will remain Founders. Live in Grand Rapids, Steve Kelso, 24-Hour News 8.